Hi, I'm Dean Naidu and welcome to Season 4 of Tipsy Time. Hi guys and welcome back to Season 4. I should actually say hola amigos, because what we're going to do today is some Mexican food. Mexican food is not very popular in South Africa, but I have seen that over the last 5 years there's a lot of Mexican restaurants opening, and personally I love it. It's fresh, it's spicy, it's everything I could ask for. So today we're going to be doing some beef and black bean tacos and chicken fajitas. So before we start that, as you can see, I don't have a glass in my hand, and that's just not right. Never right. So we're gonna get my wife to make us some amazing margaritas. So let's cut over to that first so I can get a drink so I can start cooking.
Hola, hi, I'm Tanita, the Tipsy Chef's wife. Today I'm going to be making some exciting margaritas for our Mexican themed date night. So let's first start with the glasses. Okay, so I'm going to be using these cool glasses that we have, but if you have the traditional margarita glasses, those work pretty well. But what we're looking for is sort of a wide rim. So what we're going to do is, firstly, I've cut up some of the limes and I've used the juice, so it obviously doesn't look great. But I'm going to use this now just to coat the top of the glasses. So we're going to prep the glasses first. And then on this one, in a wide side plate, I've got some salt, some fine salt. So all I'm going to do is just dip the rim of the glass in here. Just get it sort of nicely covered. It gives it a very nice flavor when you're actually sipping on your margarita, and it looks quite fancy, as you can see. I'm going to do the other one. Okay, so I'll just neaten that up a little bit. And imperfections make this drink perfect, so I'm living by that philosophy. Right, so there's our glasses ready. We're going to leave that just to sort of dry and set on there. And we're going to move over to the actual margarita now. So in a blender, we're going to first get in 1 cup of orange juice. This is fresh orange juice. Normally for a traditional margarita, you would use orange liqueur. However, in South Africa, we are currently going through lockdown because of COVID-19. And we also have an alcohol ban that's going on. And so we obviously were not able to get that ingredient. But orange juice will work just fine for this version of the drink. So that's 1 cup of orange juice, half a cup of freshly squeezed lime juice, and then I've got some simple syrup here. So what simple syrup is basically 1-to-1 ratio of boiling water to normal white sugar. So I've used half a cup of boiling water and half a cup of white sugar, which I combined earlier and kept it in the fridge to cool so that our drink is nice and chilled. So I'm going to put that in there. Then I'm going to get in about 2.5 cups of ice. This is to your taste and how cold you'd like it to be and how sort of frozen it is, but the colder margarita, the better. And finally, we have some tequila from New Year's Eve, which we had stocked up on. So I'm going to add that in. This is 3 shots of tequila. If you don't have this, if you want to keep it as a virgin cocktail or a mocktail, you can stop at this point and then just blend this up. But I'm going to put in the tequila for our super funky Mexican themed date night. Okay. So I'm going to put this on here. Clearly, I don't work in the kitchen very often. Okay, so it's nicely blended up. There's a nice ice level that's going on, which we're just going to give a mix. Okay, and then obviously the taste test. It's nice and sour. If you want, you could possibly add a little bit more simple syrup. So maybe a 3/4 boiling water to a 3/4 sugar, but this is perfect for us. So I'm going to get our glasses. So the salt rims look like they're quite solid now. I'm just going to pour this into our glasses. Oh, wait, first. Garnish is very important for this drink. So you're going to get a slice of lime on each side. Like that. Oh, that looks so pretty. Okay, and then I'm going to just pour this in. One for the husband. And we're all ready. Lovely. And back to the tipsy chef.
So I'm happy. I've got my drink. It tastes amazing. So what we're going to do first is we're going to make our Pico de Gallo and some guacamole. These are your sides that you add to your taco and fajita. These would make it all exciting and great. So let's start first with our Pico de Gallo. Okay, so first what we're going to do is we're going to dice 2 tomatoes into small little blocks, and we're going to add that in. Then next we're going to get half a red onion, also diced, chopped into nice small pieces. Then I've got 1 jalapeno, which I've chopped up and de-seeded because I don't want this to be too spicy. And next we'll get in about maybe 100 grams of chopped coriander. So let's give that a mix quickly. It already smells amazing. And next we're going to get in the juice of 1 lime. Get every last bit of it out. We're going to get in a bit of salt to taste, some black pepper, ground black pepper, a pinch of dried oregano, and a pinch of cumin powder. Give that a last mix. And our first side is done. On to the next. Okay, for the guacamole, I've peeled and mashed up some avocado. This is about 1.5 avocados. To that, we're going to add in some lime juice. It's about half a lime. A little bit of black pepper. Some salt to taste. Give that a bash. I like to leave it a bit chunky because I like that texture. But you can put this in a blender and you can get a nice smooth guacamole. Okay, so that's done. The last side will be some sour cream, which I will basically scoop out into a bowl when we're ready to eat. So let's start with our chicken fajitas. So to begin with, we're going to need to make a nice fajita spice mix. And if you look over here, we've got a teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of oregano, we've got a teaspoon of chili powder, a teaspoon of garlic powder, we've got a teaspoon of paprika. I put in half a teaspoon of smoked paprika because I love that smoky taste, and then a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Okay, so we're going to get this entire mix. We're going to pour it into our chicken. This is breast chicken, which I've cut up into little strips or pieces. The sizes depends on how you like it. So let's give this a good mix. Next we're going to add salt to taste and some black pepper. Give that a mix. And then some chopped coriander. I'm going to add some oil. I'm using olive oil, but you can use whatever oil you would like. And finally, the juice of 1 lime. And then we'll give that a good mix. The smell is incredible already. Okay, so we're going to start off with frying our chicken. Let me just get some oil into the pan. Get our chicken in. Just want to give it a nice fry. So I'm using 2 chicken breasts here. Okay, so we're going to just get this on a high heat. And we want this to cook out nicely. Thinly sliced chicken breast should take 5 minutes aside. The smells are incredible. This is nicely cooked. I'm going to take these out now and get it into a bowl. So in the same pan that we fried our chicken, we're going to get in our onions and peppers. The smell of onions and peppers frying is incredible. With that chicken flavoring from the oil, this is going to be one incredible dish. So on a medium heat, we're going to cook this down for 10 minutes. Okay, so it's been 5 minutes, so I'm going to put in some crushed garlic. This is the equivalent of 1 chopped garlic. And then a little bit of salt, some black pepper. For another minute or so, we'll let this garlic cook. Okay, our garlic is cooked through nicely, so we'll get in our chicken now. Get a nice mix through. This looks beautiful as well. All the different colors. Amazing. Can't wait to eat this. So we're going to leave this on for another minute or 2. Then our fajita is done. Okay, so we're going to start with our bean and our black bean and beef mince filling for our tacos. So for that I've made another spice mix. Have a look here. So I've got the cumin powder, I've got the oregano, I've got some paprika, a teaspoon of each, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, but I've now added 2 different things. So I've got half a teaspoon of crushed chili flakes, and I've got a teaspoon of coriander powder as well. So let's get oil into the pot. I've got my beef mince. I'm going to add it. Remember, you can use chicken, turkey, pork, lamb if you want to. I'm just using beef. So what we're trying to do here is now we want to fry this ground beef. We want to fry it so it gets nice and brown. That's why we put it in first. So we're going to give that some time. We want it to fry nicely, and we'll check on it in about 5 minutes. Okay, so we fried up our mince for about 5 minutes, and next we're going to get in 1 onion chopped and 1 jalapeno chopped. Get a good mix. And then our spice mix. A good mix. The smell changed immediately after adding the spice mix. Smells amazing. And some black pepper, salt paste, teaspoon of garlic, maybe a teaspoon and a half. Give that a mix. Okay, so next we're going to get in a can of black beans, or you can use fresh ones if you can find them. Just have to boil them up for a while. Got a mix. Smell is amazing. And lastly, we're going to use about 70 grams of tomato paste. And then we're going to add a little bit of hot water. At this point, you can cover it up and let it cook for another 5 to 10 minutes. And our beans are done. So now it's time to fill our tortillas and tacos. Okay guys, so it's exciting times. Everything is ready and now we're ready to put everything together. Our taco, our fajita. So obviously we've got our chicken fajita mixture and we've got our bean and ground mince mixture. Then we've got our guacamole that we made earlier, our pico de gallo that we made earlier as well. Then I've got some grated cheddar cheese, I've got some lettuce, and we've got some sour cream. As you can see guys, I've used shop-bought hard shell tacos and a shop-bought tortilla for our fajita. I will put the recipe to actually make these if you guys want to make it on your own. It's just this video has been long enough, so I decided to do a cheat with that. So we're going to start by filling our tacos. Amazingly smelling mixture. More in there. Yes, it is a messy job. Put in some of our pico de gallo. And some lettuce. For the tacos, I'm going to add in some cheese as well. I'm just going to finish that off with some of our guac. Coriander. That's how I like my tacos. You can add whatever of the other mixes you like. So let's get on to our fajita. Get some of our garlic, lettuce, fajita, and dollops of sour cream. That's it guys, it's time to dig in.
Okay, I'm gonna try the chicken fajita first. The chicken is absolutely delicious, and you can taste those flavors infused with the pepper. I love the freshness of the sour cream as well. I'm gonna try the taco now. These are hard shell tacos, but I think a soft shell taco would also work nicely with this filling. Okay, let's go for this. So I love the burst of flavor again. So many different elements. The mince is cooked wonderfully with the bean. A little bit of a bite there from the chili in the salsa. From the chili in the, what's it called?
Pico de Gallo.
From the chili in the pico de gallo. Very, very, very good. So these are made. I think we're going to probably take the whole lot with us and now move over to a few movies that we have lined up. Maybe refill a few more margaritas, and our Mexican night is good to go. So cheers!